it is sacking season at the moment. It's never great to see someone lose their job, to be honest with you. But with Dean Smith here today being the latest victim to this period of time right now where we've seen the sacking of Daniel Farke, we've seen the sacking of Nuno and such. This is a statement that's being put out by Aston Villa. And just to quote what the CEO of Christian Perslow has to say, and after a good start to last season, this year we have not seen the continuous improvement in results, performances and league position which we all have been looking for. For this reason, we have decided to make a change now to allow time for a new head coach to make an impact. They sincerely thank Dean and his many excellent achievements. Now, he has gone, if I'm not mistaken, five losses now in the Premier League. But he has also lost major key players in the summer, Jack Grealish being one, as an example. And it will take some time for him to try to rearrange things in this Aston Villa side. Should he have been given more time, Scott? Because he has come back from bad patches before.
Yes, in my opinion, he should have been given more time. And look, it doesn't matter what he did when he took over immediately, but I remember at the beginning of March, they were 13th in the Championship. He got them into the top six, the playoffs, got them promoted, survived the following season. I thought had a very solid season last time around. And but you're always going to get some ups and downs. And you mentioned about Jack Grealish going. You know, that's a big blow for someone who was just an absolutely the key member, integral member of their team. They were, you know, Emi Buendia and Leon Bailey haven't played too many games together. There's been some problems in that. So, look, yes, he's tried to change system. Yes, you know, he's dropped some players and things haven't worked. I mean, people used to ask me, you know, have you ever not wanted to be a manager? I said, well, you're 6 games from the sack at any given time. With Dean Smith, you're 5. You know, I think it's very harsh. I think he would have turned it around. I know he's very much a progressive manager in terms of getting the players to problem solve. You know, to see it on the pitch, and the players need to take some responsibility for that. But when you think about, you know, the best player by far going, players they brought in, good players, but not all been able to play in a team and therefore gel in the same time. And then you've also got the timing. He couldn't have gone through 5 straight defeats in the worst time, because at this particular point, before the last international break, you know, the board start looking around and thinking, this is the last chance to do it, because before you know it, the January transfer window's here. So, yeah, I do. And there's other clubs, of course, who have been in sacking as well, which can sometimes, you know, encourage certain clubs to say, well, look, yeah, perhaps we're not happy with ours. And actually that other person was doing a better job than our manager. So there was a lot of things in the mix. But I do personally believe that Dean Smith should have been given more time.
Well, it's a decision that's gone down to be quite unpopular with the Aston Villa fans I've spoken to. But speaking of the board, having a look around, who would really fit well in Aston Villa? Just a couple of names at the top of my head who's out of a job at the moment. Frank Lampard, obviously Nuno, Steve Bruce. And I'm just wondering if John Terry would be a good fit for Aston Villa. Obviously, he left Villa not long ago. He wanted to be a first-team manager. What about a return for John Terry at Aston Villa this time, Bobby?
Bobby knows JT. What did he say? You must have texted him, Bobby.
Yeah.
What he said?
Do you know what? I spoke to him last week, and he mentioned obviously Dean being under a lot of pressure, and I said they wouldn't sack him, would they? And they said, listen, I really don't know. So, but would he be interested? Villa, yes, I think he would. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, it'd be an interesting one. But Frank Lampard as well is another good option. And again, managers like Frank, knowing that you've got 5 weeks to work with the players, and then January comes along as well. I think Frank could be a good possibility. I mean, I heard, you know, obviously mentioned about Norwich, but for me, I think Villa would be a better fit for Frank Lampard. But yeah, I'm not sure about JT. We'll have to wait and watch that space.
JT or Frank Lampard for Aston Villa then, Scott? Or who would be on your list?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't think the Aston Villa fans, as much as I respect Steve Bruce, would want him going back there. JT, obviously, he'd know the players, a lot of them, and played for the club and been a coach there. But I think when you're kind of down there, you need someone with a bit of experience. And I do think Frank Lampard would be absolutely perfect. I really do. You know, he's been manager of Derby, he's been manager of Chelsea, he's had a good few years' experience. It's a big club, Aston Villa, and you've got owners who are very rich and very ambitious indeed. And as Bobby says, not far away now from the January window, so it would give whoever goes in, time to assess the players and say, right, I need players in this position, and this position. I just feel you need a little bit of experience. He went into the Championship first. I think JT might have to as well. So for me, Frank Lampard would be my #1 choice.
Well, there you have it then, Dean Smith, who dragged Aston Villa out of the Championship wilderness into the Premier League and made it quite a successful team in the Premier League so far. But he's gone. We'll wait and see who will be the Aston Villa manager.